Have you ever had the feeling where you just had a headache and you didn't know why, like just some excruciating pain? One time I had this feeling during a football game. I got hit so hard I didn't know what happened. Come to find out I had a concussion and I didn't know what to think. There are many effects that an athlete can suffer from when getting a concussion based on the severity of the concussion. So today I'll be telling you a little info about what a concussion is, the effects of concussions, and some examples of athletes that have faced concussions and how they affect them daily. So first, let me tell you a little bit about what a concussion is. A concussion is a brain injury usually that occurs when something strikes the head. The interesting fact from the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, the rates of concussions have increased from 300,000 to 3.8 million in a matter of years in the United States. Some early symptoms that you may notice when having a concussion is delayed responses, headaches, memory loss, dizziness, vomiting, and in some cases unconsciousness, although some later symptoms can occur. These include sleep disruptions, a deficit in attention, difficulty of memory, and sometimes personality changes and depression. Knowing the system is all but a start, but there are many effects that can occur when having a concussion. There are usually three time periods which a concussion occurs: a short term, medium term, and long term. The short term usually happens a couple of days after the concussion. These usually include dizziness and sometimes headaches. These short term effects usually only last between 1 to 2 weeks after your concussion. Next is the medium term effects. These include persistent headaches, lightheadedness, sleep disturbance, anxiety, and depression, which usually occurs weeks after your concussion. If your concussion symptoms don't appear to go away after this, you probably have the long-term effects, which can lead to the loss of ability to complete basic motor functions as well as other diseases that might relate to the concussion. But now that you know some of the effects of concussions, I can now provide you with some examples of different athletes that suffer from this. A recent example that I discovered that pertains to concussion is a University of Michigan quarterback suffered a concussion during a game a couple of weeks ago. He suffered a mild concussion which knocked him unconscious. After the game, he had an interview that he stated he felt like someone was pounding his head repeatedly, which is one of the short-term effects that we discussed earlier. He said he wouldn't be able to return about 2 to 3 weeks, which means it's about somewhat a short term to a medium term. Another case I discovered of a concussion victim was a retired hockey player. He suffered a couple of concussions in his career. In an interview, he describes a game that he played in which he suffered a severe concussion. He says after getting hit, he had no memory of the game or memory of what happened the next few days. Just looking at these two examples, you can see how much a concussion can affect a person physically and mentally. As you can see, there are many effects that can occur to a person that suffers a concussion. It is good to know the symptoms to a concussion as well as ways concussion are caused and how they can affect you over different periods of time based on how severe the concussion is. I hope this video helps give everyone a better knowledge and understanding about the effects of concussions, as well as help in building awareness to concussion and help others in prevention of concussions. Also, by helping others build knowledge of concussions and helping build awareness to concussions, we can help lower the rates from the current 3.8 million cases by informing our youth and young adults on proper ways to protect their bodies while playing their current sports, so that they will not have to sustain any effects that come from these concussions. So overall, I hope this video has helped you gain a better knowledge of what a concussion is, the effects of concussions, and how it can affect you in short-term, medium-term, and long-term effects. Thank you.